Chapter 74, Immortal Beast Catalog, Han Ye's Strategy to Turn the Tables in Adverse Circumstances. Hua Yuchen jumped off the Black Panther, took out a thick scroll from her ring, a yellow sheepskin paper that radiated a green aura. She smiled and said, "Let's make this a quick fight, my baby is in a rush to eat." Han Yi did not dare to underestimate her, responding seriously. He recalled the strategy his senior brother had told him. Hua Yuchen can simultaneously control 4 spirit beasts. Each beast's cultivation can be regarded as one of her clones. Every spirit beast she cultivates is capable of both close and ranged attacks. She also possesses a magic treasure, a spiritual artifact modeled after the record of 10,000 beasts. It should not be underestimated. At this time, a large number of disciples had already gathered outside the arena. Whether from the outer sect or the inner sect that had just finished the big competition. They all wanted to witness the match between Han Yi and Hua Yuchen. That's strange, judging by Han's current progress, he shouldn't be dealing with other outer sect disciples yet, and today he's already facing his second. Lin Shihuang expressed his confusion. "I suspect the elders arranged it." At that moment, a woman in a white dress appeared amongst the crowd, drawing astonished cheers. "Chu Shanyu! It's actually Chu Shanyu!" The surrounding disciples immediately stepped back several meters, not daring to approach. This was the top disciple of this year's inner sect. Grinning, Wang Danniu said, "It's Miss Chu. Brother Han once told me how incredible she is. I didn't expect to see her right in front of me." Seeing Chu Shanyu, Lin Shihuang was also surprised and couldn't help but ask, "Chu Shanyu knows Brother Han?" "He is my friend." Chu Shanyu looked at the projected image of Han Yi, her eyes reminiscing, confirming their relationship. "Miss Chu just mentioned that the elders might be behind this." "Why do you say that?" Retaining his curiosity about the situation, Lin Shihuang asked. Chu Shanyu replied calmly, "Because not only in the outer sect, but also when I was facing the inner sect, I also felt an intentional grinding of disciples. When she faced the big competition, she didn't gradually face more difficult opponents, but directly challenged the top disciples of each main peak, making the competition extremely difficult right from the start. Other outstanding inner sect disciples also encountered such situations, bringing them face to face earlier, and not against general disciples anymore. She guessed that the elders might have some purpose. Wang Danniu scratched his head. "It's normal for the sect to train disciples. We might be overthinking it." "I don't know." Lin Shihuang shook his head. He didn't have time to think about it because Han Ye's fight was about to start. "Brother Han, you got this." Looking at the top 3 ranks, he couldn't help but mutter to himself. 1. 10,000 Beasts Peak. 2. Ziwei Peak. 3. Pure Yang Peak. In the dense forest. The record of 10,000 beasts in Hua Yuchen's hand emitted a faint light. The complex patterns on the yellow sheepskin paper shone brightly. Tweet, ribbit. Under the fog formed by the true key, the cries of an eagle and a frog sounded simultaneously. A ray of blue light charged towards Han Yi. Han Yi was quick to react and blocked it with the profound thunder blade. Ding! Something had quickly collided with the blade, creating a dull sound. Han Yi looked up and saw what it was, a black eagle with a wingspan of 2 meters. Its eyes were constantly rotating, circling in the air. Streams of electric arcs crackled as they fell from the claws of the eagle as 5 strokes of lightning headed towards Han Yi. Not to be outdone, Han Yi used the second layer of the purple mysterious thunder knife, Thousand Thunders Cry. The electric patterns on the blade lit up one after another, carrying a stronger thunder light, directly cutting the falling thunder and absorbing it into the blade. Roar! The Black Panther beneath Hua Yuchen let out a roar that echoed through the mountain forest. The black tail transformed into a pointed spike, swinging towards Han Yi, who quickly dodged it. The Black Panther then coiled up into a ball, spinning rapidly with sharp spikes on its surface as it rolled towards Han Yi. Just 2 spirit beasts were enough to keep Han Yi scrambled. And there was a gigantic water frog with gleaming green eyes next to Hua Yuchen, who hadn't moved. Hua Yuchen appeared relaxed and content, resting against a tree. Apparently, she was very confident about this fight. Outside the arena, many disciples from Pure Yang Peak sighed. Lin Shihuang and Wang Daniu watched nervously. It looks like Han Yi is about to lose. Hua Yuchen's blue-necked lightning eagle and bloodshot-eyed demon leopard are exceptional spirit beasts. One specializes in electrical attacks and the other is agile, concentrating Han Yi's attention and shutting down his roots. The water jet giant frog doesn't even need to intervene. The main issue is the record of 10,000 beasts, which can collect various spirit beasts to aid in combat. The effect of training spirit beasts to synchronize with the owner's soul is to beneficial. This is just the imitation record of 10,000 beasts, which can only hold a maximum of 100 spirit beasts. If it were the Immortal Beast Catalog, an artifact that holds a small world, capable of breeding thousands of demon beasts, it would be comparable to an entire demon army. Isn't that artifact from the first master of 10,000 Beasts peak? It's long been lost. Hearing this, Chu Shanyu frowned, appearing to be deep in thought. At this moment, Han Yi, facing the combined attack of two spirit beasts, was playing defense, barely holding his ground. His senior brother was right, there is practically no weakness. It was difficult to defeat Hua Yuchen in one move, even if her physical body was fragile, providing he could bypass the spirit beasts. Clang! With a strong shake of the sword in his hands, he flung the Black Panther away, raised his profound thunder blade, and absorbed the lightning from the lightning eagle. He quickly found that the Black Panther and the lightning eagle were not attacking at the same time, but one after another. It was as if someone was instructing them from behind on how to fight, when to pause, and when to follow up. After noticing this, Han Yi glanced over to Hua Yuchen in the woods, observing her occasionally parting lips and the serious expression in her eyes as she looked at the two spirit beasts. It seemed like she was giving commands. Upon seeing this, Han Yi suddenly understood. So, these two beasts were being manipulated from behind, which explained why their attacks came in waves. If he wanted to win, he had to understand what they were saying. To understand them, he could only... Han Yi glanced at the green attribute on the ground in the distance, thinking of a solution. He began to move closer to Hua Yuchen, inch by inch. Noticing this, she mistook his intentions and thought he had targeted her. So, she immediately changed her position and had the giant water frog spit out water arrows. Fire Gang! Han Yi swiftly dodged around the woods, a red aura appeared in his hand. And with a wave, he evaporated the water arrows and successfully made it to the attribute. His target was not Hua Yuchen, but the bunches of attributes on the ground. Attribute picked up, Mastery of Beast Speech 3. Attribute picked up, Mastery of Beast Speech 2. Attribute picked up, Mastery of Beast Speech 2. Master, this chubby fellow seems to be a tough nut to crack, despite his size. Yeah, he has something that can suck up my thunderous power. No matter, you just need to defeat him. When we return, I'll reward you with spirit deer meat. Now, attack him from the left. Sure thing, Master. Don't worry, I'll make him crawl all over the ground looking for his teeth. A slight smile appeared on Hua Yuchen's face, making cooing noises. However, after Han Yi absorbed the attributes, he gradually understood what they were saying, even predicting their next move. Hey, don't underestimate me. When Han Yi heard the disparaging remarks from the human and three beasts, he felt a tinge of dissatisfaction. He gripped the handle of the sword and swung towards the left in a probing attack. Just as expected, the two spirit beasts charged out. Han Yi powered up and delivered a powerful punch toward the Black Panther. Whoosh! Dark demonic patterns flickered on its body, making Han Yi feel like he had punched a lump of cotton. The demonic patterns on the Black Panther were strange. Each time he struck with all his might, his blow would be absorbed. However, he had a backup plan and feigned an attack on the left. The next moment, the profound thunder blade spun around, its edge turned towards the right and slashed downwards. The water frog, acting as a guard, shot out its long tongue to block the strike. Hua Yuchen didn't mind, thinking it was just Han Yi's good luck. But then, each time she commanded, Han Yi perfectly evaded it by predicting it. Han Yi charged directly at her, each strike deadly, which even the water frog on her side had trouble blocking. With each stroke of the electric whip, the frog's body suffered a powerful shock, which it couldn't bear. Whoosh! The blade barely missed Hua Yuchen's cheek. The jumping electric arc sent chills down her spine. Her true ki was running out, but she still hadn't dealt with Han Yi. The reason she didn't let all 3 spirit beasts attack at the same time was that it was very draining on her true ki. Even though she could control 4 spirit beasts, she could only maintain the control for a brief period. 2 spirit beasts were the ideal number, which she could maintain for a long time. Could he also understand beast language? Hua Yuchen realized something was wrong and made a guess. She looked at Han Yi with a smiling face and ordered the 3 spirit beasts to retreat, shouting, "I didn't expect there would be someone other than me who is proficient in beast language. I'm beginning to take an interest in you." Han Yi felt that there was something off about Hua Yuchen's gaze. It felt like Hua Yuchen didn't see him as a person, but as a beast. Yes, she thought of them as equals. This Hua Yuchen didn't seem like a human to him. Whoosh! A purple attribute immediately appeared before Han Yi. Discovered attribute, Spirit of all things. Spirit of all things purple, you easily form bonds with magical beasts and naturally have a good rapport with them. Seeing this attribute, Han Yi was a bit speechless. She didn't seriously consider him as her own kind, did she?